The barn burned down, and so did the house, as the saying goes. Apparently, this is the conclusion drawn by the outgoing but still current U.S. President Joe Biden. He certainly won't be president again. Why bother solving the problems of those even if they once voted for him? We've helped enough, Biden declared, refusing additional aid to Americans affected by Hurricane Helene. The damage is estimated in the tens of billions of dollars. The hurricane hit the southeastern U.S. hard, with over 100 dead and millions without power. Olga Davidovich reports on the situation in the states affected by the disaster. Homes submerged up to their roofs, washed out roads, destroyed bridges, downed power lines, and fallen trees. This is what the southeastern U.S. looks like today after Hurricane Helene. It's been deemed the deadliest to hit the states in the last 35 years. Florida residents who've weathered many storms say they've never seen anything like it.
A devastating force of nature. We all grew up here. My grandfather lived here. All our memories are in this destroyed house. And it's so sad.
My house is gone. Just gone. It was over there on the left. And now it's just vanished along with many others.
The death toll is over 100. The number of missing is in the hundreds, if not thousands. In North Carolina alone, reports of 600 missing people have been received. It's clarified that this includes Americans simply cut off from communication. Adding to the horror, local authorities urged residents to write personal information on their arms with a black marker for quick identification if necessary.
I want to remind all North Carolina residents that conditions remain extremely dangerous. Flooding continues, roads are damaged, power lines are down, and the ground is unstable. We urge people not to risk returning to hurricane-affected areas to check on property or loved ones. Let professionals do their work.
And this applies not only to North Carolina residents. In many areas hit by Helene, there's still no electricity. About 3 million homes and businesses remain without power. Locals are also facing a fuel shortage. Gas stations have mile-long lines. In North Carolina, 7 water treatment plants shut down due to power outages, leaving about 70,000 families without water. Additionally, damaged roads complicate the delivery of drinking water to affected areas.
As you can see, many homes and businesses along the state's coast have suffered damage. We are now working with emergency management partners to open shelters for those affected. We hope to resolve this issue soon.
3,000 rescuers are working to mitigate the hurricane's aftermath. The scale of material losses hasn't been calculated yet, but it will be in the tens of billions of dollars. President Biden was asked if aid would be provided to the victims. The White House's response was a simple no. They've already been helped as much as possible.
We've given them everything we have. We arrived at the disaster site in advance and worked hard there. No, nothing more. We've already given them a lot.
Criticism of such indifference from the authorities was swift, especially against the backdrop of endless military aid to Ukrainian authorities. Politicians and journalists are now writing about the White House's questionable priorities.
Where are Kamala and Biden? If this happened in Ukraine, they'd be on every news channel.
We should be spending money on Americans to deal with the hurricane's aftermath and not on Ukraine.
Ordinary Americans are tired of such indifference. The disaster struck the region last Thursday, and the authorities still can't properly assess the damage from the widespread destruction or centrally assist in disaster recovery. The White House previously stated that Biden would visit storm-affected communities at the end of this week, when it wouldn't, quote, interfere with emergency response operations. Quite the evasion. Olga Davidovich, Mikhail Drugakov, First Information.